So I have to regroup this thing like 3 times. You know, this is crazy. So this camera is still horrible. So I have a cold, and also the job. The problem is I get up early in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, hit a shower with some mama. Something's going on with my camera, it's acting funny. Had to reload it 3 times. It's crazy. So the job I applied for and the job I got is different things. Now I'm a driver. And when I got to the job, jobs are always known for flipping the script. So you're supposed to be doing one thing, but guess what? You're doing a whole bunch of other stuff. And I don't mind because I feel like this. If you help me out, I'll help you out. And the thing is, I'm training on everything, which is not about driving. And it's also about driving and also sales position. And the pay is low, low, low. But if we coming from where I've come from, you have to be grateful for what shows up. But sometimes the grateful, even grateful, is just not grateful as far as helping. You have full time bills, super part time pay. So I'm like, how is this supposed to work? How is this supposed to work? So the thing that gets me is I was grateful to find a job, of course, because I'm in the struggle literally. And one thing about working with part time jobs is they give you the tedious hours. So I think they overhire people and stuff because obviously hours I'm supposed to be. I subscribe for full time. And said, "Oh, we'll get you part time." Part time, but to me, it's like 4 days a week, or and maybe even 4 days a week, or I'm thinking 4 days. That's part time. But their part time is one day or 2 days a week. So how are you supposed to survive off of 2 days a week? And this week I got one day, which is Christmas. So how am I supposed to survive off of one day of work? I have a full-time apartment, full-time job, no pay. This is crazy to me. So it's like, let me see. No, you just can't make this stuff up. Who is Yahtzee? Let me see. Oh, it's all in Spanish. Anyway, there's a cash app up there. Feel free to put that up there too. Put the cash app, hit the cash app. Because you're already putting this other stuff. Just pay me for my time. I'm in the struggle and stuff, and you could give me some cash app on that. Hit it because I don't have it. One day a week or 2 days a week is not good enough. 5 days a week is okay. But to make it all the way down to even one day. Because last week I worked 2 days and this week I worked one day. So I told him, I said, how am I supposed to survive off of this? And then you want me to chill back up. So now I'm like, I feel like I'm being used because you're not helping me. So I was like, I didn't pay my rent last month and I figured you're going to help me, but they're not doing that. So I was like, okay, you got to keep thinking, because when the trials and tribulations comes in, you have to stay on your feet. Nobody really wants to hear a sad story without something positive happening. And it's crazy. But, you try to remain positive in a world that's full of non-positive things. It's also exhausting. My apartment is hot, so I have no clothes all on. So, you know, y'all see me for yourself. You watch me walk this long distance. I'm walking in the cold. And let me tell you where I'm at. There is no such thing as put the umbrella up. Umbrella was switched all around and tossed around. So I was like, okay, let me think. So I put my hat on, tie my hair up. The rain is going. So in the meantime, I'm like, I'm getting wet here. So I'm drenched wet. There would be no cell phone on because my cell phone got damaged last time. That's how I ended up with this thing, which is the worst thing in the world. And I'm like, I'm trying so hard not to be stressed out because it's like the job market is so bad. And I apply for jobs and they got the same jobs up again. Now, remind you, I've been out there in the cold, quarter cold. I did a couple of deliveries and stuff, but I was hired to be a delivery driver. I wasn't hired to be everything: cashier, data entry, customer service, all across the board. But the pay is no nothing. So pay me what I'm worth. So I'm like, okay. So not even the whole, not even paying me for at least 3 days of pay. I got 1 day of pay. Come on. Let me see. Hey, Evelina, what's up, Mom? Apologies for. Let me see. I'm blind as a bat. Apologize for the last time. Hey, Rashana. This what I'm saying, Rashawn. They give me one. They give me. They give me one. They give me 1 day. They gave so no. They gave me 2 days. This week they give me 1 day. So how am I supposed to work off of 3 days of pay this month? So I got next week coming up is 1 day. Last week was 2 days. And I'm going from here to here to here, and I'm walking all the way in and stuff like that. And the thing is, I'm getting sick, obviously, and I'm walking all the way in, and I'm in an area where the rain is no such thing as an umbrella. The umbrella rain is coming this way, so you can't pull out your cell phone because it's gonna get wet. That's how we end up with this thing that's messed up and stuff. And this cell phone is horrible, but it beats the blame. The camera is horrible. Everything is dark. So I'm like, okay. So I talked to a few girls at the job and stuff, and I said, well, how much you get paid? She said she makes $800 a month. $800 a month. Not $800 a week. $800 a month. And she's been there for over a year. I said, this ain't gonna work. She has a driver's license, but she just feels as though I really love it here. What do you love about it? Because you're not making no money. How are you paying your bills? But she got a man. She got a man, so she really don't see how hard it is. And I don't have a man, obviously. And y'all ain't seen me with a man in years. How long I've been blocking? Y'all never saw me no more. Much me on boyfriend. Y'all never even saw me with nobody. And it's weird because it's like, and of course, in our situation, men don't want to be with us. They definitely want to be with us sexually, but they don't want to be with us publicly. They want to help us along the way. And it's horrible. We getting treated badly, but our bodies are so wonderful and fabulous. You're so beautiful and stuff like that. But when it comes to the rent and stuff like that, help me a lot. Now, that's not that's my problem. So you won't help me. You won't help me, but you help yourself to me. That's why I understand why the girls say you gotta pay me. As child, the thing is we never experienced that type of love. Everything's AI, the jobs on. I haven't got a pay increase. Wow, I'm sorry that Rashana. The thing is, AI is the worst. So I apply for jobs and jobs, and the jobs I apply for hasn't even really been answered. It said you applied for this already. I applied for this already last in July. So I got an answer from July um in December. How do you apply for a job and get an answer in December that you applied for in July? Did not apply for a job, which is not that far from me. Apply for that one. They said we decided to go in the direction. Now remind you, I've been doing the job already. We decided to go in the direction. I pretend they like me and stuff like that. And it's funny because you don't know what to do. You find every reason not to help me instead of helping me. If a person is crying out for help, they crying out for help. But they are closing their eyes to it and paying no mind until it's their turn. Once it's their turn, everybody needs to stop. Hold up. As long as somebody's pleading for help, that's why I understand why people be on the streets falling out. They was out there, I believe they was trying to help. People just close their eyes to it. They want to see what they want to see. It's like, it's so weird because it makes things illegal seem great. So I apply for so many jobs. It is unbelievable. Some jobs I know by heart. And also apply for jobs that I was there. And a Spanish girl didn't want me there. A black girl the last time they want me there. And remind you, I already been doing the job, but they don't like me. I'm like, if I already got qualifications, I already got the whole resume packed with a whole bunch of jobs up there. Well, we decided another direction. It's like, well, why bother? Why bother to keep trying to find a greater likeness and everything instead of just saying forget it? Just get on welfare. Just say the hell with it. I'm trying to say this thing is shown. But it's so weird because you still trying and pushing through doors, and they push it back. It's like I can understand how people, when I see women with their hair all cut off and stuff and they bald, I believe they've been going through some shit. It's like you just get to the point you just want to attack yourself, cut your hair all off, because you're going through it. And it's a lot that's going on. Discrimination is highest if you're not Spanish, or should I say, if you can't speak Spanish, they don't want you as a receptionist. You have to be bilingual. The job's just getting shorter and shorter and shorter. Professionalism. What is professionalism? Once upon a time, you used to go with a suit and look professional. What is that? I don't even see that. I applied for this job. I got hired for it, but they never called me. I probably and it was like, well, we got your resume. We're gonna when we start the position, we're gonna call you. So when you decide to start a position, where I'm gonna be on the streets. So I'm like, okay. So I'm grateful to this one day a week. Now, if the job was paying one day was paying $100, well, that's a lot, of course. But if my job was paying like $25 an hour, that'd be great. It wouldn't be the one I want, but it'd be better than nothing. But it's not paying that either. So you can't celebrate something that's not worth celebrating. I mean, but it's like, so I called the disabilities. They said, we got your case. Okay. So we got your case. Anything else we can help you with? So how far advanced you think I'm good? Maybe January, February. Next year, huh? So I'm supposed to survive this year, and you're gonna celebrate me next year. So I'm supposed to survive. They're like, okay, this is how crime gets started. You have to be really strong. I mean, to be a person like me that always gets so many no's, no, We know you already done the job. We know you've done it for years, but you're not qualified. We think you need more experience. You need to have at least 50 years of experience to be a driver. You need to have 50 or 51 experience. And if it didn't work out great, you'd be dead before you even get the goddamn approval. It's just unbelievable. I told you I've done jobs and stuff like that. And the thing is that I've done jobs, mostly everything. They said, well, you're not qualified. And it's so weird. It's like, it's crazy to me. We are on the wrong side of the world. Exactly, Rashawn. Exactly, S-Child. Ravenovah. And it's weird. I guess I need to be beautiful and glamorous in order to get the job. Obviously, I ain't doing enough. Because I'm not glamorous enough. I don't do the. But it's nobody's looking glamorous. The girls are not looking glamorous and beautiful and ties and, coming to office dresses and swinging fashion. They don't have They look like bums. And they walk at the job. It's weird to me because it's like, why do I bother? At some point you get to the point you're like, you know what? I showed y'all videos of me coming from all the way in the Portuguese area. Nobody speaks English. Everybody's like this damn tall. Everybody's little as hell. I'm like navigating through it. It's like everybody's like this tall or tall. And I'm not being mean, but they're really short. And I look like a giant. Come to that place and come. So the thing is, I'm like, Spanish and Portuguese. They only hired me because of my name, because they thought it was Puerto Rican. I'm like, so I'm not hired because I could do the job. So I'm a driver. They decided that I need to be trained more. Know all the supplies outside the office, know all the supplies and stuff, how to get this, product, how to get that product. I'm a driver. Why do I need to know all this stuff when I'm supposed to be getting something from point A to point B? But you want me to be the person that basically help out. And I'm like, So then when I get the product and stuff, I have to take it to the location that need to be dropped off and stuff like that. Now this location could be in different places. But in the meantime, why am I doing this customer service stuff, data entry, when I'm the driver? And remind you, when they hire people, they hire drivers. And they gave me part-time job. They gave me part-time. I applied for full-time, but they gave me part-time. Part-time to me would be 4 days, 3 days a week. No, 2 days and then one day a week. 3 days a month. So the girl that works there, she gets $800 a month. I'm like, how do you survive? But she has a boyfriend. I don't have one. I've tried, but they said I respectfully decline. But they want to come over my house. They want to lay up in my bed. They want to eat my food. They want to kiss all over me. But they don't want to help me. And I'm like, okay. Now it's not the answer I want, but I can't make somebody be there for me. And it's weird because it's like they don't care. All they care about is getting in the bed with you, having sex with you, and leaving. They don't want to try to build with you, try to help you along the way. They don't want to help you. And it's like the same thing. I like to apologize how I do. Apologize for what? You did what you need to do. You was fake. You was phony. But I know this will pass one day. It's going to pass one day. It may not be passing right now, but it's so weird because it's like the struggle is real, but I was grateful. I got something. I was like, at least give me what I want is 7 days, well, 5 days a week. But then you give me one day, no, 2 days, then one day. What am I supposed to do with that? That's 3 days a month. What am I supposed to do that? So the 3 days you give me a make out, it will happily make out to at least about $300 a month. So $300 a month will be my monthly pay. Monthly pay, $3 a month. YouTube ain't paying me for years, won't pay me. I have views and stuff all the way up to 7,000, but they not paying me. Even though I have to, anyway. It's not like I ain't tried, but it was like they took me apart, and they took everything as far as it being attacked me, to do this. This was pushing good people. You're right, Rashad. You absolutely right. You said it's horrible. I mean, I'm sorry you going through that, Rashad. Exactly. You can get that off of welfare. If you could get that off of welfare, but also the welfare people, they're not taking cases until next year. How do you set dates for How do you set dates for people's livelihood and you want to pay them? That's when a crime is going to be crazy. As this person sit up in the White House, a felon and everything else, we just want to ride it out. There's so many people on drugs, leaning over with needles in their arm and falling asleep. They want to leave the world because the world is so dark. They're in the streets, stuff like that. They have nowhere to sleep. When I go out, and I see people got mattresses. They got mattresses on the ground. They underneath their covers. It's horrible. But you can send money all over the world. But if your own people on the ground, you label them as mentally disordered. How could they be mentally disordered when you won't help them? You get money out there. How do you send other countries money and won't help your backyard? And I go inside a Penn Station. It is packed with everybody. It's so many people. It's so many people uh, that's on the streets. And when I say on the streets, they're sleeping inside the train station for just trying to keep warm. You know, this is crazy to me. It's crazy. And when I tell you, you can see the exhausting in people's eyes. So yesterday, it was pouring down rain. Of course, I got sick. And I saw so many people that were Spanish and probably other races. They was exhausted. You can see in their face, they was like pushing through, tired. And I know tired when I see it because I'm tired too. And then as you get older, you're exhausted. So the thing is like, I don't know. When I thought last week I was gonna pass out, I thought I was gonna pass out. Because the thing is, I walked to work. Well, I catch the bus and walked in. And down in the Portuguese area, it is rain everywhere. The rain is coming this way, this way, this way. So I'm like, you can't put an umbrella up. Umbrella was snatched away. So now the rain comes straight on you. So as you use your little bag, you have to make sure you have the plastic bag and put everything inside the bag and make sure that it's sealed. And I'm drenched wet. My clothes. I'm going to work, drenched wet. Need to take the clothes off because I'm wet, but can't take them off because I have no clothes. And I'm a driver. So when you're a driver, you have to get out the car and drive different locations. You have to drive a truck, drive a car, and go to these different locations, drop stuff off. So yesterday I had to drop a battery off, a big battery. So my boss is like, you sure you can lift it up? I said, I can lift it. The thing is, there is no lift about something when you're in a struggle. Like it's no rules. You get arms, I can't do this. You have to do what you gotta do, you know. But carrying a battery was heavy as hell. So I'm carrying a battery. I put it inside the car. And I'm like, and you mind you, the rain is coming this way, the rain is. So I took my cell phone down, and it's me and this other girl. This other girl says, I've got too many hours. What? If you got too many hours, why don't you give them to me? Because I don't have none. I have too many hours and I need less hours. So why did you hire me? As a storefront? She said, well, I just can't work in too many hours, stuff like that. Okay. But y'all hired me to be a driver. A person standing here right in front of me is telling me they got too many hours, they can't be working. You as a person that need hours, that need, well, we made the list already, so we can't change the list. We have to wait till the following week. So here it is, an able body sitting in front of you, screaming for help, screaming in front of you, telling me I need hours, I need to get paid more hours than 1 day a week. Now you're saying, well, we have to think. So why did you bring me in? So why would you bring me in if you wasn't going to be I applied for full time, but somewhere along the line they decided to put me on part time. No one surprised to me. Then all of a sudden they told my job I'm making. I was like, oh my god, it just get worse and worse. If you're never gonna pay me enough, what am I doing here? Collecting dust? And I'm like, well, you definitely have time management skills. Time management. I have no problem showing up. Just pay me. Like, how am I supposed to make money? I don't know. It's just crazy to me. We are trying to, I mean, exactly, no, nothing. Groceries, exactly, Rashawn. You can't really, Bob. You can't, exactly, Rashawn. Hey, Miss Moore. Yeah, Miss Moore. They dogging me out. I'm getting dogged once again. So the thing is, so this week he gave me 1 day a week. Now remind you, last week I worked 2 days. Other than work 2 days. So far, since I've been working there, I've gotten four, basically four days. So one of the girls that's been working there over years says the most you make a month there is $800. $800 a month. We're in 2025 going to 2026. How do you make only $800 a month? And then I'm not even there. I'm not even there. Because if it's last week and then this week, I should be making about a good. Now, remind you, we're talking about last week and this week. I should be making at least about last week, this week. That would be like $300 a me. $300 a month. $300 in 2 weeks. So how am I supposed to live off of this amount of money? And then you won't give me the days when someone is sitting there saying it's too many days for her because she has a boyfriend, she has a man, she's got so many different things that work in her favor. I don't have those things. I don't have nobody helping me, But when I told him, I said, listen, I just set the schedule for next week. It's only 1 day working. He says, yeah, I know. I gotta see if I can find you a spot. But this girl just said she's got too many hours. She can't do it. I'm sitting there saying I have no hours. You gave me 1 day, 1 day. So I just can't say, let me give you all her hours instead of her stressing about it. Because we have a person, able-bodied, sitting here that took about 2 weeks to go through the background check to make sure I was a citizen. And then I get treated like I was. There is an able body that passed the background check, have no felonies, no everything, but you don't hire me. It's just weird to me. And there was a girl there. Now, I may be wrong because this is gossiping. There was a girl that's making $25 an hour. She's making $25 an hour. And she don't have to drive the cars. That's me. I mean, I think Trump said that everything's gonna be 25 or something. It's not 25. There's always perks and stuff where you ain't getting no 25. We told you that's what you're gonna get, but y'all ain't getting it. We told you you're gonna get $15 an hour, but that's not even it either. So they're gonna penny pinch a little bit, penny pinch that. In the meantime, you suffering. So now I feel like I'm back inside of Lyft or Uber Eats. Uber Eats has to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, start the orders. By 12 o'clock, I'm gonna stop in my car. And by 12 o'clock, I need $20. I mean $20 I brought home. So I would get up, I was like, I'm gonna make the best of the situation. So at least I can make 20, 20, 20. You make up 200. My car got kaput. My car went. I was using that, but I have no car now. I don't even want a car because the car is, I don't know. If I had a car and stuff, maybe I could just go Uber Eats or Lyft and stuff like that. But it's like, it's just difficult. You're absolutely right, S. Child. Trump is welcome. Exactly, Rashawn. Girl, that sounds like that's it's it could be anything. The thing is, he hired me because of my name, because he thought I was Spanish. Como esta? No comprende? So he thought I was Spanish. Then he found out, oh, you Negro. So, and it happens a lot. Because there was a black girl, didn't want me there. So it's weird because I'm older. And a lot of girls were born in 2000. That would make them 25 years old. To me, I'm dinosaurs. Because if you pass 40, if you pass 50, you're a dinosaur. In their mind, they think you look like a certain way. Oh my God, you old. You like an old person. That's what they see in their brain. But they don't realize that people that are older need jobs. They ain't helping. There was this young girl that I went to when I was doing apply for a storage. That's before my car broke down. She didn't hire me. And how hard is it to do storage? You come and take a customer, show them the unit that they want, find the price of what that unit, and that's it. Get their credit card information, the account, and put in the system. That's it. I've done that. I worked in the bank. So I knew all this stuff, but you didn't hire me. I was too old because she was young. So it's like crazy out there. So you have to be super duper young, have very nice tight skin. You can't be old looking like me. You can't look like a super grandma. And it's like, what can you do? I gotta take the body with me no matter what. And it doesn't matter, but income taxes ain't no money exactly because supposed to get about 1,500. I end up with. See, that's the thing, Rashawn. Remind you, when they took me off of unemployment, they didn't tell me. When I get my unemployment, the certification, there's like you have no money there. I said, well, why didn't y'all tell me this before it was over? Okay, got it. That's not your problem. It's weird because I even tried to apply for welfare, and they said we're not seeing anybody until certain as till January. Like, how do you have certain times to help people when they're in a crisis? The applications for welfare. When I tell you this man has turned this world upside down, it's not a melting pot for us. It's a melting pot for us in the pot cooking. And they're not helping. And I was like, okay. They also sent me a letter through welfare and it was like, well, you work for us. So where do I work at? No, nowhere. They just say anything to get you out the way. You just go. I'm like, okay. So how did I come away for them to hear? So qualifications is not important. You need a bachelor's degree to answer phone. You need a bachelor's degree to be a receptionist. You need a bachelor's degree. And the funny thing is, I went to this place for a job that I showed that I could do it. Showed them on my cell phone, my work and everything. Oh, we'll call you. I said, okay. You can't get nasty because you get nasty every. And I'm like, you know what? I can't keep pulling those type of energy in that's dark because I won't feel the need to go on no more. So I have to stay positive in the darkness of so much thing because this world will make you just go crazy. You have to stay positive no matter how hard it gets. You have to keep trying to find a greater good in it. And this too shall pass. All you have to let God is skip. I'm like, okay. So it's just weird. I've been I've been in a struggle since the beginning of this year. I mean, not the beginning, starting from May. Then my old boss was making sure I didn't get the job. I had this one woman contact me and everything through Indeed, talking back and forth. And she contacted my old boss and said, oh, we're not going with him. He painted such a dark picture of me, he made sure that I didn't get the job. That's because he didn't like me. He never liked me from the door. He didn't want to hire me. The only reason why I was hired there is because some girl that hired before me quit. And she was like, you know what, fuck it. I ain't going through the interview process all over again. I'm just going to hire Raven and that's it. That's the only reason why I got the job. Because he did not want me there. He made it obvious he didn't want me there. So I wasn't getting a welcome well. He didn't speak to me. When a man jumped on me and at the job, he didn't take it from me. I had to go to human resources to get the man fired. He didn't like me. He made it obviously. When they had to go picking up cars stuff, he said, let me sit there and wait. He wouldn't help me. And it was like, okay. The sad part about it is I've come immune to being rejected so much that it don't even affect me no more. I just be wondering when, because I know it's coming. I wish it wasn't, but it doesn't matter what I wish. Income tax, exactly. So I was like, okay. I was like, let me get the bag in. And this too shall pass. And I'm itching. I have these kilos, they're driving me crazy. I think maybe because I'm having I think it like flares up when I'm upset. you know, but I don't know. It's so weird because I applied for two different jobs that was hired for drivers, and they both didn't contact me. But one thing I'm gonna say about me is I get my butt kicked a lot, but I still be going. Like that says, it keep licking, but keep on ticking. I get my butt kicked a lot. I be thinking somebody's gonna help me. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. People want to help themselves to me, but they don't want to help me. They rather set the rewards of I'm gonna come out of it. Trust me, I'm gonna come out of it. They want to set the rewards, but when I tell you, My phone number gonna be changed. It's gonna be like I fall to earth. When my ship comes in and everything turns around, they will never see Raven again. They'll never see me again. I promise you. My phone gonna be different. I definitely need a new phone. I have a better phone. I'm gonna bring so much positivity into my life, and I'm gonna speak greatness of myself and my life of living, cause it's gonna change. Y'all see me go down a lot. You're like, oh, you're going down, down, that again. But no matter how far I go down, I just keep get going. And trust me, it be days I can't take it. But so yesterday, I was sick. That's when your nose is you real sick when your nose dripping and like cold tissue. The mucus is found your nose. It's like okay. So I'm sitting on a bus and I'm trying to cough next to nobody because I'm sitting like I'm sick, but you can't sit on the bus, So it's like it's weird. Hey, Evelina, maybe you deserve it. Exactly, Rashawn. We get treated the worst. That's because you know why? We're the chosen ones. We are the chosen one. And everything about our life is a blessing. A blessing and a lesson. And sometimes we don't want the more lessons. We want the blessing, but they say with all good things, there's something that comes along with it. I'll be all over the place, obviously. And I was watching a blog about a girl that was saying, ever since the girls have come out, they made their life difficult. And they did. They became more visible and people was looking for things about them that were visible and they could clock it. Because a lot of times that wasn't happening to us. Sometimes you get too comfortable sharing too much of your information. And by you sharing, you don't cut things off your life. If you didn't share these things about your life, it would be a part of your story. So a lot of times, this old saying goes, you cut off your nose to spite your face. So now, the reason why a lot of girls don't get passes is that because you overshare your information. Because if you did kept your mouth shut, you'd have went straight through. You would have had a job. They wouldn't have known none of your business. But you had to sit back and let people know. Well, let me tell you something about me. They go, oh, and then it's now all of a sudden everybody know your business. If you just would have kept your mouth shut, but the words change, and for some reason they feel like they're accepting and stuff. And I believe a lot of times people say they have no problem with you, but they're the main ones going on behind your back to make sure things don't come your way. And it's unfortunate. I don't share information. You can share everything about your life to me. I ain't telling you shit. But it's sad because why is there so much of the target? So there's been a target on the girl's back. All of a sudden, 1 year we need to be protected. This year we need to be attacked. So somewhere along, I was watching this one girl. She was going through it, and everything she said, I understood it. But why is it that everybody that's so happy have a problem with the people like us? If y'all so happy, why is everything about us a part of your life? Why is so much about your life? Just like that girl Tish, who was a lesbian. Oh, she was a man in the bathroom or wherever she was at. I mean, how are you a part of LGBTQIA when you are part of the problem? Oh, I was raped before, but god damn it, a whole bunch of people have been raped. So everybody supposed to suffer from your losses and stuff. I mean, a lot of people been through some shit. Oh, I just need to go. So you went all to the Capitol to scream. And then here it is, you are part of the LGBTQIA and you want to take them down. So how do you make that make sense? And remind you, what you threw out there, the venom out there, it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back. It's gonna be somebody look like you that's gonna go after you and come after you. They don't have no, and they're gonna come at you the same way you went after somebody else, and it's gonna be even harder. Because you're kind of there is no ramification of it, of your actions. When you attack people, just expect for it to come back. And don't be crying you the victim or I was molested. Child, a lot of people have been touched. A lot of people have been through a lot of things. Mental abuse, thrown on the street, beaten because they were a certain way, stabbed, set on fire. So you think your abuse is bigger than everybody's abuse? Discriminating against, can't find jobs, can't find apartments. So all these things happen to you, only happen to you though. So all these other girls and guys had tragic stories, navigated through life and make it through. But while you make your problem the biggest thing in the world, why is it their problem lasts for? So when you sit back and text somebody, do you not think it's gonna come back to you? It's coming back. Let's hope you keep that same energy when it comes back and sit in your lap. Let's hope you keep that same energy when you apply for a job and they feel like, nah, mm-mm. Let's see if you keep that same energy. Because like Octavia said, life is like a boomerang. You throw it and eventually it comes back. And when it does, I want to hear your story then. I want to hear your story then. Oh, I can't believe this. When I tell you made this performance, somebody was in the community, you created this whole performance that I couldn't even stand you. I couldn't stand you. And I'm the most empathetic person in the world. But for me, to sit back and watch your whole performance, even when you went to the governor, I don't know where you went to, but you went to some of the higher officials and you wanted to go after them as well. I can't stand you. I don't want to say the hate word, but you're definitely not a friend of my head. That's for sure. When you're trying to destroy another person's life because somebody else did something that you didn't like. There's a lot of people in this world who do a lot of things we don't like. We can't go over to the state capitals and try to find a way to attack them and stuff, especially if they're already broken. Exactly. Pretty so true. At work, I only won't talk. I keep personal life myself always. And that's the best way to be, Miss Moore. That's the thing, Miss Moore. He said that the reason why he said the reason why his list was already made up. So, you try to find an understanding, but it ain't no understanding. Because list is if I didn't work there, that means I should be on the list because I'm a new hire. But obviously, as long as matter of fact, he's going away on vacation, so he's good. He got his money. So even though I'm skinny and screaming, hollering, and the little girl saying she get too many hours, you ain't trying to adjust it. So guess what you got to do? You have to find another job. You can't sit back and say, "Well, I don't understand it." You don't have to understand it. You just need to leave. You need to leave. It may not be what you want to do, but you got to do it. You can't stay nowhere nobody wants you. You got to go. But anyway, they never gave it to me. You can't cut them because they never even gave it to me. Exactly, Eshel. You have to go. And it is exhausting. It is so exhausting. But like I say, we'll make it through. We'll make it through. I don't want to speak too much darkness because darkness attracts more darkness. I just want to speak great things and stuff because I don't want to feed the dark side. I do believe there is a message in the madness, and that's why I don't really come on it a lot. I walk past. I don't come on it a lot because I'm Deputy Downer. Here I go, and I don't want to be Deputy Downer. At last point, I was like, man, take my hair off and come bald headed, and I started deleting who I was, deleting who I am, questioning myself. But I never questioned myself and said, I'm going back because I ain't got nowhere to go. That ain't me. I'm in for the long haul. And look how dark my hands is. This from this. If you ever been a driver and your hands are dark, it's weird. But at one point, as I put my hands on face, I was like, my hands are dark, But I believe a lot of people going through it. I believe a lot of people having problems, but they don't go on the internet to attack another person. In my opinion, I'm sure there's people do, but somebody that's in a marginalized community decide they want to attack people. They're already going through it. The president already now. The president made them into a. And then you be thinking he low key got hit, man. He got the man that was talking bad about his own son. Probably got struggled on drugs since he was a junkie. Go after him and get his to kill your father. I mean, you can't trust nobody. But that's a messed up thing to bring a child into the world and they kill you. And then this world is so twisted. They blame the father because he never gave him a chance to talk. The man was trying to protect you because the world could be cruel, but you didn't see it that way. The young people, I guess, online, they were young. And on the comment section, I was like, how do you? Sometimes it's best not to comment because you don't want to report. People have their opinion. You're like, you know what? Because everything about my mouth is about to come on. This thing's going to all negative. I must say a lot of things. Oh, your mouth is offensive. Because the thing is, I've seen everything. And then to cut your mother and father, I think that's crazy. I feel like if I never murdered my parents, every parent should be alive. Because all the stuff they took me through. But there's different people. But anyway, exactly, Evelina. Yeah. Oof. Exactly, Eshal. Exactly. Exactly, Miss Moore. And that's the thing about it. I learned that a lot of us are empaths. The reason why I learned that about most of us are empaths because we care too much. It hit us differently. It hit us so differently than it hits the world. Because we be so much in disbelief of what we're watching. We're so disbelief. Why they doing this? We're in disbelief. I believe God made most of us empaths. So when we tell their story, we feel their story. They're not just telling us. We feel every bump, bruise, everything they're going. We feel it, and it bothers us. Sometimes I have to talk about it. Sometimes I have to go. I gotta leave it. I gotta set this one out. This is too much for me today. And I do believe that. The funny thing, which is never funny, I be watching girls tell their story, and it's always bad. Sometimes girls tell their story. Sometimes they start making fun of themselves because they're like, I'll make a joke out of it. But I think the most difficult thing is pulling somebody close to you that don't have their best interests at heart. They don't have your best interest at heart. You have to question everything. Why are you here? What are you up to? So you as a target is being targeted for pain. You want to make a date to hurt me. As if I'm already hurt enough. As if the world has done enough. But you just want to find another way to hurt me. And remind you, if I return the favor, you get offended. That reminds me of Girl La La. Girl La La, she shared her experience as a two-spirit woman with a man that he loved and she loved. But he loved her more. He loved her to death. And the reason why I believe he loved her more, because he wanted to own her. He wanted to own her every body part, every position, every avenue she went down. He wanted to own her. And he couldn't get it that way. In my personal opinion, that's when the beatings begin. A lot of times men become very jealous of the girls. A lot of times men feel as though they have to be treated a certain way, and you don't apply. They come up that old slavery thing. Beat, 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 beat. And sometimes, if you've been abused, you're going to stay because it's not that bad. It's just a bruise. It's just a scratch. It's just a punch in my face. I can feel my mouth is going to go down. My teeth, I can see no one. This is love to me. And even though you love yourself, he loves you more. But you're so blinded by the fact that somebody is sharing your life with you, or basically doing things to your body that makes you feel good. So it feels like everything you're going through, he makes love to you, and now you feel like everything is fine. You bleed in front of the mouth, you bleed in front of the head, but he loves me. You're just jealous. You're going to defend him. You will become his lawyer to protect him instead of protecting himself. Oh, girl, you need to leave him alone. He's being on too much. Oh, girl, you just jealous. I'm sure she probably heard that a lot of times. So now I came out for you. I shared my life with you. And let everybody know about me. So I can't go back in the closet. Yes, you can. Because ain't nobody checking for you. Ain't nobody checking. But you need an excuse. I need to hold stuff over your head. So you have to stay. You know, I guess she didn't think it was that bad. And I'm definitely a witness to that. Sometimes you take any kind of love as long as it's love. I've been there lots of times. And if you have parents that didn't love you completely and judge you, in my case, that's what you feel love is. So, like my past experiences, I was with a guy. He wanted me to change for him. I didn't obey, so he had to try to beat it out of me. He wanted to take my self-esteem and take it all the way down. But what he found out was Raven hits back. So when you hit me, I'm hitting you back. And she hit back too. She wanted to leave. But I guarantee you, the sex was overpowering the commitment of life. The sex was overpowering the commitment of life. So when I'm about to leave, I'll do things to you, make your body feel good, and you're over it. You just forgot he just jumped on you. You just forgot he beat on you. You just forgot also shoot you in the end. I hate this girl. He said all those things on tape. You know what the thing that gets me is a lot of girls, I hate to say it, a lot of girls want love so badly, they will close their eyes to anything that's to do without that man. He be beating you, grabbing your hair, punching you in the face, busting your lip, everything. But I love him. That's not love. But you're so used to that upbringing as far as being mistreated. That's the only love you knew. So you stick around. And I'm not saying it's an everybody thing, but I'm just saying within me, there are a lot of girls like me that's been through that type of love. And it's not that bad, but it's that bad. So, in my opinion, for her to get in that car with him, knowing in the past he's beating her up and stuff like that and punching in the face, she's sitting on the ground crying, saying, I can't believe this, y'all, torn her nose, everything. But the sad part about it is when you've been abused as a child until an adult, it's not that bad. You have the scars or the bruises, the battle scars, but you're saying it's not that bad. Because you've been breeded to this type of treatment that's not that bad. So if a man comes along and start beating on you, punching in the face, he's like, it's not, oh, you really making a big thing out of it. Well, the big thing that we're making of it is because we need to keep you alive. And if you keep ignoring the signs and ignoring the signs, ignoring the sign for love, you may end up gone. And I get it. But sometimes just because you tell them don't mean they hurt you. And he did love her. I have to say what I seen with my eyes. He loved her. Now, was somewhere along the line, there was disagreements. But sometimes you wait it out. Just hope it gets better. He bought her, when I first saw him, he was bringing her a teddy bear for her birthday and stuff to get her a ring and everything. Then I saw another video of her at the beach, and some guy was trying to talk to her, allegedly, and he got upset. See, sometimes you feel like this is cute because he's jealous, but sometimes it's not cute. Men don't like to be jealous. And if you know certain things going to happen, you have to kind of keep him away from it. Like somebody about to flirt with you, you need to get him, like, distract him and go somewhere else because you know what's going to come. So with her, he made a video of her, how much he hated her and stuff like that. So here it is, a girl, very young, gullible. Here is a man, straight man, decided to come out and stuff like that, confess his love to her on video, break it down how everything is. You know, it's so amazing how people want to show that they're not gay. Who the fuck cares? Who cares if you is or not? You can't undo what God has put in you. But you have to stop giving these answers to these people that don't give a damn about you. Because you are who you are. And that's what's important. So, in my opinion, when she got in that car that night, maybe he was in a bad mood, maybe he wasn't, maybe some words for this exchange. I will never know. Only thing she knew was to keep her hand on that phone as she cries out for help. The man that loves me the most is sitting next to me, emptying his gun inside of me. And all I could do is watch. So as the man that I love is putting bullets inside of my body, and all I could do is watch the life leave my body. With a little bit of strength, I contact the cops, and he jumps out. In my opinion, she's too caught up, and as she dumped them, helped me, and then she falls over. He jumps out the car, grabs her, put her inside, and closes the door. So you killed your best friend. You killed the person that was doing things that was greater than good, and greater than him. Not saying she was perfect, because I don't know her story. All I go by is what I saw. And then put her back in the car saying, come here, come here, come get her. Come get her. What did you do? This reminds me of Ty Underwood when she got killed by that football player. What did she do? And you get out, put her back, call ambulance and stuff. You talk about come faster, come faster. Now it is, she's in the ground. She's going down. Your best friend. That's your best friend. You felt as though that was more important than celebrating life with her. Now you're in jail. And the sad part, I hate to see this, I believe you're going to be with somebody else, you're going to get out. I don't believe they honor human lives that much when they're black. I don't believe he's going to even be in there that long. Because I know if you do drugs, you get a harder sentence. But when you kill somebody, you'll get off with best behavior. When the person killed Little Richards, the singer, if I'm accurate, father, he was let up within a week. He was out in a week. They don't value human lives when they're black. You get a longer sentence if it's drugs. You don't get a longer sentence when it's murder. Now, it's not accurate because some people do some and some people don't. But the sad part about it is the crimes sometimes don't fit. And there's a lot of girls out there, which they're showing now, they're coming out of jail and stuff. And I'm like, well, why is women in prison? Why are they coming out? Because you know why? I'm not saying all the time. Sometimes a woman will fight back. So by her fighting back, being raped, being jumped on, being beaten, other girls being jealous of her, trying to cut her hair, also trying to scratch her face up, trying to mess up, she defended herself. Not another case. She's in jail for defending herself. Now, it's not all cases because it's a case by case basis, but some girls are really mean. Some girls have the same attitude of these murderers, and some girls don't. Some girls with criminal fees or what was it called? Federal credit card fraud. Different girls, different energy. But a lot of times, their crimes were not really as big as a man. Because unfortunately, I'm not saying it's set in stone, but a lot of times, a man will just shoot you because he didn't like you. He'll shoot you because you think you're the best. He don't fight you. He just shoots you. Shoot the whole family, shoot everybody up. For what? Now everybody gone. And for what? Little kids, big kids, everybody gone. And it's sad. Anyway, I don't want to go down this rabbit hole. It's getting too deep. But it's just crazy out here. Exactly, a whole bunch of snakes. Yeah, good, good. Oh yeah. You know, I don't know, but it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on in this world. And I don't know. It's a lot. The world won't let you be yourself. The world won't let you be yourself. So you gotta take it. You have to channel that bitch inside of you and make that damn thing real. You have to come 10 toes down on making that bitch real. You have to make this bitch live inside of you 24/7. You just gotta learn how to channel that motherfucker inside of you and make that bitch strong. Your best words should be, I don't give a fuck and fuck you, bitch. And stay out of my way. It's kind of harsh, but it's real. Because the thing is, even though you try to do good things, the reward always seems to be missing. And then when you think you found a friend, it's just a matter of time before they show you you've been tricked. So now this time, you thinking somebody got your back, hold you down. You've been tricked. And for what? I'll do it. Exactly. And so, but that's how you gotta be. Especially if your heart not there, you know what I mean? But sometimes you have to be somebody you not. And if you can't be that somebody, just stay away. Just stay away. Just like, you know what? I'm good. Just go into the background and say, all right. Because those deep breaths is going to keep you out of a lot of trouble. They're going to keep you out of a lot of trouble. You know, so 6 contact me. He's supposed to be helping me out and stuff like that, but obviously he's going. The other guy was supposed to be helping me out, the one that tried to sex me without protection. He's going. And all, even though I overthink a lot, but I be thinking to myself, just imagine if I had unsafe sex with these people without protection. Not saying protection is 100%, but just imagine if I did and they gave me a disease, uncurable disease, and they decide to jump off the earth, disappear. Now I'm sick and I'm suffering. I don't feel good. I need some help. And you want to give it to me. And now I'm dying and stuff and can't breathe and stuff. And you give it to me and you're gone. All because I trusted you to care about me. In my mind, I feel like I got somebody. And you show me now you had nobody. So now I'm dying and my body's falling apart and I'm sick and everything. And you're the person that gave it to me. And then you block me. I can't even talk to you. I can't even feel through you. That's why you can't trust nobody. You can't. The lies is bigger than the love. And it's so weird because it's like they'll look at you the next day and go, hey, what's going on? I was thinking about you. What you thinking about? And unfortunately, a lot of girls and some of our guys, we levitate to people that are abusive mentally, and they will say, um, it's not a big deal. You know why it's not a big deal? Because you received it over and over and over and over and over and over. And you just mentally accept it. This is how it is. You accepted it. You become their lawyer to destroy you. You become their lawyer to destroy you. You be finding ways to try to find a way to destroy you. And you know it don't feel good in the gut. But you like, oh well, I'll get over it. No, you don't need to get over it. You need to get it out your way. There are so many girls that have men that are jealous of them, making sure they never come up, making sure they go down. And they come back around you like they ain't say nothing. 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 This guy calls me yesterday. He says, the reason why I stopped talking to him, because he was evil. So he calls me yesterday. He was like, Raven, can I please talk to you? Okay, sure. He says, please call me back. I was like, okay. I was in the middle, I'm not gonna lie, I was in the middle doing resumes. Because I'm like, listen, you don't want me here, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm not in the business trying to prove you wrong. I'm just getting out of here, let you have your way. And he was like, please let me call me. Remind you, men and this man do not get along. So you know how you take them deep breaths, you go, okay, okay. So your brain is saying, why am I doing this? I shouldn't call him. And I said, okay, what's up? I got fired. I said, okay. He said, it wasn't my fault. I said, okay, what happened? Well, I got into my boss, stuff like that, and I'm motherfuckers gonna talk to me in this type of way, stuff like that. I refuse. I don't know. I want to see too much business because he may see the video. I don't know. So I'm like, okay. He said, how do you feel about it? I said, well, first of all, you always been a motherfucker to me. So I said, how I think you're gonna be differently? I mean, you a fucked up person. He said, how could you say that? I said, because you is. You sit in front of receipts. The receipts is there. Your boss told you, telling you, I've been told you years ago, you're a fucked up person. I've been in prison. Okay, we get it. You've been in jail. I get it. Why you been in prison? I've been in prison too, out of jail. You get to leave jail. I stay in it for the rest of my fucking life. So I was different. So you get to leave prison, but my whole life become a prison. Then I hear goddamn people like you come at your attitude and stuff like the whole world, oh, you shit. At the end of the day, everything about me is a goddamn target. So forgive me if I don't really emphasize for you feeling bad and stuff like that. Well, I was in prison. I had to look out for myself. Okay, I get it. Let's be sorry for you. Boo hoo hoo. But I don't. When you get out of prison, you get to walk away and change your life. But if I'm born inside this life who I am, I'm in prison 24/7. There is no boo hoo hoo or cry rah rah. You try to find other ways to tear me down, rip me apart. I'm not good enough. Everything about me is just bad. If my hair this weird hair color, my face looks too hard, do this. Everything about me is on judge. A man that looks like purely shit that's judging me that I'm not good enough. Okay. Well, I'm on a hard way to go. I said, listen, this is what I say. This is my solution to your problem. Learn to be much more of a positive person instead of being a negative person. I'm really a nice person. Listen, you don't have to tell the story to me. I already told you when I was talking to you, you're a fucked up person. So you don't have to tell me a story because I already know you fucked up. When your boss fired you, I'm surprised you had a job. I already witnessed you. Your energy was always that way. He's on 10, 10, 10. And you sit back and like, his problem with me was he wanted to be with me. And sure, I want to be with you too. But you have there's steps to get to me. You can't be this whole person that's want to be with me but don't want to help me, or also want to be the person around me to say, well, I'm with Raven and ain't doing shit for me. I'm in a spot, a situation, stuff like that. You don't want that part. You want the part you can put my panties down and try to do other things with it. That's the part you want. You're not trying to help my human life. You're not trying to progress me, make things happen for me that I can't get to, make me feel happy, be my protector. Because they say the word is on the streets, men are supposed to provide and protect. You didn't get that memo though. You decide to give me the asshole part of you because you've been through some shit. Well, forgive me if I don't feel sympathy for you because I feel like a lot of girls like me live in prison. We don't get to leave. We don't get to leave. We don't get to leave and walk. So because we walk out the door, everything's about us, everything about our stories, everything about us we judge, how we look, outfits, everything about us is judged. By people that shouldn't be having nothing to say about us. Nothing. Look like purity shit, like it come out of the dog ass. But the thing is, you feel like you got privileges. And the thing that gets me is it was like, well, I talked to him for a few seconds. I gave him a couple positive feedback, and he said, I feel so much better. He says, I take it differently for you because you have I have a delivery because I'm going through it. Getting rejected by somebody that look like shit, it's crazy, man. And the part about it, you ugly motherfuckers don't made a goddamn club, ugly motherfuckers are saying, you better than people like me. You put me down and people like me for standing out true, being leaders, not followers, standing up, pushing doors down, knocking doors down, making a way for other girls, making way for other girls like you, and showing the positive energy when you just showing up as a man. You're just showing up as a man. And want to deflect your personal business on you, on me. Tell me what I need to do right. When you can't, you can sit there and say, that's not me, I'm not into that. You used to say that. I don't know why they're lying to me. You're into that. Because the lie is better than the truth. You can help the girls like me or put positive things out to the world, but y'all make it seem like it's a bad thing. You make it seem like a bad thing. So why are you trying to make it seem like a bad thing? Well, why would you come here? Because you left prison. I'm in there for life. That means I have to watch my back for life. I just never know the next knife is coming out my back. Oh, I just wish somebody would say, tell me these knives out my back, all these goddamn backstabbers is real. So when you get to leave the prison, I'm in it for life. The only way I can escape is just leave people alone. Because if you ain't around, you can't shit about me. So I create my own peace, my own sanity, and I move forward. And when I grab outfits, stuff like that, and outfit, you judging everything. But the reality is, I have to create my own peace. So when I get out and try to find a job, I have to create my own peace. So you as a man can find a job, but me as a woman, that's harder. We're judged on everything. Oh, you too tall. Oh, you too big. You too wide. You too curvy. Oh, you just too much going on. So everything about me is a minus, but everything about you is a plus. I have to monitor this behavior so I don't start believing it. Your words. That's why we become so strong. God bless Madison because she sits in the front line and she goes through a lot. And she has to hold it together. A lot of these girls, like me, get talked down, pushed down, treated badly. They have to hold it together. Even though sometimes it's like, you know what? And sometimes girls will get with you, like Cherry Boom. And I always watch her because it's when I watch Cherry Boom, all I think about is somebody that's been through it. She's been through it. So when you've been beat down so badly, you're like, you know what? And even then, she still tries to find a way to give a message that's positive. Even all the beat downs, the girls still try to find a way to help somebody else. They still try to help them. And I watched them. I watched Laverne Cox. I watched Sherry Boone. I watched T.S. Madison. I think Angelica Ross, but I really don't. I don't really understand her whole thing. What's it, Leah Moore or Leila Moore or whatever her name? I watch her, and she's been through some stuff too. And well, most girls been through some stuff. We've been dirty, 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 dirty. dirty. And guess what we don't do? We don't say nothing. We don't snitch. We just take the punches with the blows and we just keep going. And it's not fair, but who cares that it's not fair? It's like you signed up for this. No, we didn't. We signed up for love, understanding, and protection. Have our back, looking out for us. Happy days. Let me show you this. Let's go here. Let's save our money. We signed up for that. We didn't sign up for this extra stuff. But it doesn't matter what we signed up for or not. This is what we got. And we got to deal with it. Hey, Miss Daisy Palm, what's up, mama? You're right. It's very crazy, Miss Moore. Exactly. And the thing is, a lot of girls, it's more than just Leah Bad, it's more than January Flowers. It's much more than a lot of people. The girls, it's tons of girls. They try to help and they're not getting treated the right way. And we get that part. Do we like it? Absolutely not. You know, I would love to just lay down in the bed and give my body to a man. You know, I would just love to lay in the bed with my body to a man, but when you don't like something so much, you're like, you know what? I'd rather not. Because the thing is, you're watching me fall. You're watching me fall. You're watching me fall. And it's not like it's a secret. It's not like I'm cutting on a camera. You're like, oh my God, this place is beautiful. I'm in the struggle. I don't have those stories of greatness stuff. I see videos of people stuff. Every place be beautiful. That's not my. I'm a struggle person with a struggle apartment. I'm struggling, and I don't hide it. I don't front like like I got it like that. And that's not my journey because I don't want to be phony and fake. Because you'll be like, bitch, you struggling again. You struggling, girl. You struggling again. But I promise you this: there will be a light at the end of the rainbow. So things that may seem dark now, it won't be dark forever. Cause y'all watch me fall down and get back up. Fall down, get back up. Fall down, get back up. And even though I fall, you keep seeing me going. Yeah, girl, you still be going, girl. You still be going. Yeah, I still be going. Sometimes baby get this. Sometimes I get this. Sometimes I get my butt kicked. But I still show up. No matter how bad the beats get me, I was like, okay, here I come again. They be beating me up mentally. I'm like, okay, here I come again. Here I come. They be like, what is wrong with baby? I'm trying to mentally kill Raven. This bitch is still getting around. And no matter how many times we get knocked down, mentally beaten up, tricked into thinking we found love, only to find out we were just being tricked to take our love away from ourselves. There are a lot of girls like me, and also guys, that take their lives. They don't want to be anymore. Somebody got through to them, and now they're no longer here. They're also not longer here. Nobody's talking about them. Nobody's talking about them. A lot of girls didn't just die. They unalived themselves. They couldn't take it. Couldn't take it. Betrayed, backstabbed, the family disowned you, the family treats you like dirt, pronouns, disrespect. And the girl said, you know what? I can't take it no more. I can't breathe through all this darkness. But I tell you this, one thing keep in mind, there are a lot of girls like you. They're not. There are a lot of girls understand your story. They don't. A lot of girls out here that want you to be happy. They don't. They want you to grow and be so bigger than everything and also be leaders and person that can help people along the way like you, then you know. So whenever you get that feeling in your heart, like I can't deal with it, just think about this. Like Michael Jackson said, you're not alone. We here with you. Though you're far away. I don't know the whole song, but trust me, y'all can play it tomorrow. Play it tomorrow. You're not alone. And remember, we're here with you. We're here with each other. We're was a virtual hug. And remind you, just keep that in mind when you feel like it's just too dark. Say no. I'm playing something by Michael Jackson. And the thing about it is that it's going to encourage you to make you feel that you're really not, because you're not alone. You are feeling, and a lot of y'all feel like you're safe alone because you can't trust somebody. Because people have done too much, and I get it. But just keep in mind when there's dark days and sometimes everything can get bad and everything is going wrong, and you just like, I just need to give up. Just keep in mind, you're not alone. Whether they good girls or girls with a lot of opinion or girls that are this evil, they're still basically been through something. When a girl speaks from anger, she's been through something. She's been through a lot. A lot of girls have been through a lot. Girls have a lot that's been through a lot. They've been through a lot. Trust me, they've been through a lot. Just because they smile, don't mean they're happy. They've been through a lot. They've been through a lot. Sometimes lay in the bed and sit down, look at the bars inside me. You wake up with bars in the bed because you're trying to survive having sex on the streets and stuff because there is no other way. Nobody wants to help you. Here it is. You have to go out on a stroll and sell your body and also get punished for trying to sell your body. And then you're on a stroll and get caught. Now you're locked up in jail. Now you have to try to figure it out. A broken heart with one piece of breath in your body trying to survive. But that one piece of breath, you're going to make the biggest breath that it could have possibly be. And you're going to make things happen. You say, all in is a breath. Just a breath. And that means I'm coming. I'm coming again. I'm coming again. I ain't stopping. I'm not stopping till my day is gone. And that's how I feel, you know. I believe every journey we have, we're making us stronger. We're much stronger than we think. And I believe when we get weak, is when we're being tested. Our strength is being tested. And somewhere along the way, people admire you. They don't want to say that to you, but they really admire you. They admire you because they could never do the things you've done. They have never got to the avenues you've gotten to. They could have never made it that far. They could have never survived without love. But you did. And you still showed up. That last little strength, that last little breath, here you come again. I'm coming. I'm coming. And then when you finally get strong, here comes the man that's trying to take it away from you. But I tell you this, I don't want to be negative, but when you get really strong and things start happening really good for you, there will be a man that's going to come in your life. And when I say this, it's not set in stone like every man, but a lot of times these men will come in your life to take you down a few levels. They're going to rip your brain and rip into your brain cells of thinking and when you change your mindset and also take you down a few levels. And if they can take you down the way they really want to take you down, you will be a next person in the casket. And I'm not saying every man, but keep your eye open because that is part of the test. It's a test you could pass, but it's also a test you could fail. And the way he's going to try to get you in, he's going to tell you, love, I'm different. Give me a chance. I'm not like every other man. And you be like, And as soon as you begin to believe, that's when the tick is ticking. And once you feel like you in love, that's when the real him show up. Because now I got you. I got you mentally. He'd be like, I don't really love you. I love your heart. Ow. But you're aware. That's one of the biggest tests. You know the reason why I say the test is love? Because nobody ever gave you the love you deserve. Nobody ever. Do you think men don't know that? You don't think men don't know that you never been treated really well, treated royally, and not giving you the love that you really deserve? That should have been given to you in front of the door. Because you gave it to them. You gave it to them, but no problem. So why is this such a trial for you? Because they know what you want. They'll say everything you need to hear to feed that spirit. And once that spirit gets broken, I mean, you let them in, that's when the damage becomes. Anyway, I don't know what made me change the story. Exactly, Miss Moore. Exactly, Esha. And that's the thing. I think with a lot of us, I think that it's like a drug that we all want, but it's not given to us. I'm not gonna say everybody, because some girls get the pass, and some girls don't. And unfortunately, with girl la la, a lot of times girls want love. And men know that. Men study us so much. Men study us so much because they listen to other men and they'll share their story and they'll take the little pieces apart and then they'll use it to get you. And then it's so, I'm sorry, I was young then. Okay. I want to come back. There will be no return to sender. There are some of the most beautiful girls in this world, and also the most handsomest men in this world. That's just been treated dogged. They treat the girls so badly that the girls get quiet because they're used to it. I think that is the saddest thing in the world when a girl gets quiet. She's used to it. Oh, it's not that bad, but it's that bad. She become the lawyer for you, and you the one who need the lawyers. Anyway, I said what to say, and there is a job out there for me, but I will be discriminated against. I will be talked about. I'll be shot down and put down. There's something about you. Something about you is different. It's something about you. It's something about you. That's because everyone who heard that story on this channel is called the chosen one. That you are the chosen one that God perfectly selected in this journey. You was chosen. So you may not understand it, you may not like it, but you have to keep in mind, I'm chosen. That means when I walk into the room lights up because I'm there. It don't lights up for you because there's something about you that's different. And expect people to have a problem with you being the chosen one. It's like the spoiled one. But there's all good things that come. Just have to be mindful. Anyway, I done talked enough. My throat is killing me. I took like two, I took two Tylenol and one aspirin because I wasn't feeling well. I took a lot of pills because I was sick. And after that, so I definitely have seen too much once again. I'm just trying to get past this one page. Once I could get past this one page in life, things would be different. But one thing I did learn is that When things don't go the way you want it to go, just keep moving. Keep moving on till it gets there. Keep moving. You gotta keep moving. Something's bothering your spirit, keep moving. If it's the job you want, keep moving. If you can't find a job you want, keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. Don't sit around and cry about it. Don't sit around and talk about it. Keep moving. Keep moving. Go on these different websites and stuff. Find a job you want. Keep moving. They're reading a bunch of notes. Keep moving. Keep moving. Yeah, I have to take some. Yeah, I have to take some. But Evelina, the thing is, remember, you have to take aspirins or Tylenol because you get blood clots. These hormones give you blood clots, so you have to make sure your blood is thin and stuff because you don't want, you know, the blood clots to take place. So you, and also you need to take beach gel and stuff like that. But it helps with blood clots and stuff because I mean, I understand the girls get shots, stuff like that, hormones, stuff like that, but it's just you have to keep it. I really don't like taking them, but I know that you have to. When I was in the hospital and they locked me up, they gave me aspirin. Exactly, Miss Moore. You just gotta keep moving forward. But remember one thing, as y'all see me at my lowest, one day you're gonna see my highest. You know, and I have to keep that thought with the rejection. And I just keep moving forward. But anyway, Miss Moore, Miss S Child, Miss Evelina, Miss Nova, Miss let me see these names because I'm blind as a bitch. Shit. Yeah. Miss Evelina, Miss Moore, Miss Rashawn, Miss S Child, Miss Nova. You know, I'm blind as a bitch. Miss S Child, Miss Daisy. How you been, Miss Daisy, Mama? Miss C, Miss Ann Moore, Miss Rashawn, Miss S Child, Miss S Child, Miss Rashawn, Miss Evelina. Okay. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all. I guess the journey begins because, you know, I put some makeup on. I'm turning into an old bitch. So I was like, you know what? Let me put some makeup on. Sometimes I sit back and wonder, I'm like, what happened to me? I gotta look a mess. Anyway, I love you all. Protect your spirit. I'm very. Wait a minute. You know I'm blind as a bat. I broke my glasses again. I'll be breaking them. Okay, Miss Daisy. I'm trying, Mama. I love you all. Thank you for coming to my life. I appreciate you. So I don't have to do this thing alone. I definitely created gratitude. Because, if I didn't have y'all, I don't know what I would do. But anyway, it's always good to see people like you. That means what's understood don't have to be explained. Have a blessed day.